Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm so excited to show you what I've got so far with these lovely bracelets that I showed you how to make. So these are super simple using 11O and 8O beads as well as your iris duos. And then I ended it with a cup button and kind of added the same idea with the larger bead. Let me get this in focus. With the larger bead on each corner and that one there, just to echo the same thing. And you can see it's super simple to attach, and I'll show you what it looks like. So I really love this design, this very simple design. So I had mentioned that with this design you could always put something in these little V sections of the bracelet and use the larger 8O beads to attach. So I did that, and I just want to say right off the bat that I really like the designs that I did with that, but I'll tell you what, I really like this, plain and simple. It's so nice, and depending on your colors, it can be really amazing, the color scheme that you have with it. So let's take a look at what I did. So the first one, of course, I had to put Swarovskis. What? There's a big joke in our house. We're getting ready to buy another car and or a new car, and I mentioned to my wife that she had the say in what type of car we buy because she's the gearhead. I'm like, just tell me how much and I'll pay half, that kind of thing. So she's kind of holding me to that. So one day she asked me, she pointed to a blue car, which actually it was like a little paler blue than this matte. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I like that for a car. I like a little more like a darker color like this for a car. I actually have a black car right now. So she's like, well, you told me I had the final say in the car. I said, yes, in what kind of car, not the color. She's like, that's not what you said. So I said, honey, don't worry about it. You'll be asleep one night, and when you get up in the morning, I'll have bedazzled the whole car with Swarovski crystals. She's like, oh my gosh, I live with a beater. So here's my Swarovski, long story short. So I added, I think I put 15 O's for the seed beads, but you know what? Actually, I think I put 11 O's. So I don't know if you can really see this, but there is some bulkiness to it. So it doesn't sit flat. So these are kind of up and down. So maybe with a 15 O, you wouldn't get that happening. So here you can really see it on this one. Let me see if I move this. You can see how it's elevated right here. Let me make sure that's in focus for you. There. So yeah, you can see how it's kind of buckling and going up. So probably and when you push it, it just kind of gets wonky. Anyway, on your wrist, it looks amazing. Look at that. And that was the button closure. So that one turned out really nice. Again, you know what? I may end up doing this bracelet again because I really like the simplicity of the iris duo with these beads, and especially these here beads. I didn't really appreciate them when I first got them. I was like, oh, it's just, they're just okay. But now, and especially with the silver, it just looks amazing. And let me shut my door. The cat just, I don't know, when he comes in my office and he wants to sit on these new blue mats. I think it's just because they're new. And of course, they're on my desk, so you can't have them sitting on there. But you can see there's evidence that he's been around. So this morning, when I got ready to do this, oh, I should have rolled my mat with the lint roller. So he has a little shelf right over on this side. So he tries to climb over to get onto my desk, and he tried a couple of times. So then he sat with his head facing the wall like he was in the naughty corner. So as soon as I start talking, he's like, he knows I'm not talking to him. He's like, I'm out of here. And he opens the door. So yeah, so this one turned out really nice. I mean, it's pretty. Let's see. Take a look at that. That's really nice. But again, I can't choose. I like both. And I'm just noticing now on camera. I don't know if you guys have seen this. So these crystals were part of a set that I dropped, like one of the little containers with all the multiple colors in it, and I sorted them. I think there's 3 different color shades in here. So you have this one that's really bright, and that one, and that one, and then look at this one, it's even lighter. But I think this is the only one you really notice. So there's that. So let me show you. Oh, this one turned out amazing. This one is perfect with this. But again, this Iris Duo, it's a gold bronze, I think they call it, with the white beads when it was just by itself. This reminds me of some architectural building. I think it's in California from like the 70s, where they had like these kind of triangular peaks and then these gold sections inside. But so this reminds me of like a 70s style, or like the daisies with the gold in the middle and the white petals. So I did use 15 O's for these, and then I added these rondelles that I got from Raven's Journey. They are, I want to say they're 5x7s, and I'm just getting ready to do an unboxing of Raven's Journey again. So I put a white button, cup button, and this is how I attached it. And then I added 2 seed beads because I thought the rondelle was big enough that if you didn't add the second 15O, you would end up, the 15O would sit lower and you would see the hole in the thread. So I wanted to avoid that. So actually this turned out pretty good. So and you can, this is 2-sided as well. You could use the flat side or the rounded side. And then I put this clasp. So this is super simple. If you're not familiar, I'm going to show you right now how simple it is to add this embellishment on your clasp. And I want to do more videos so you can see you can do something like that, I want to do more videos giving examples of different styles of clasp to do, like beaded clasp, because you get to the end of your bracelet and you want to complement it with your clasp. And if you don't, it's kind of an afterthought, so I end up with just straight seed beads, and it's like, no, I want it to be special. It's very special. Look at this. Oh, is that ever amazing? Okay, so let me show you. It's very simple. I'll very quick little demonstration here. This is a quick video. After this, I will show you the next bracelet we're gonna make. You gotta get your Iris Duos out because you're not gonna believe it. So I'm using 11 O's, and I'm just gonna use these Toho round 15 O's. Now they say they're round, but if you use Tohos, you know that they're tubular compared to, say, a Miyuki. Oh, this mat is just covered in cat fur. Sorry, folks. I live with a cat, as my wife says. Honey, you live with a cat. So I'm just going to take one and put it on as a stop bead to start with so it doesn't move around. There. Okay, so what I did for this was I came out of the 8-0 right here and started, and I did sets of 3, 3, 3. You could actually do it all the way through. And actually, you know what? I have an old video I'll try and find it and link it, of how to do picot all the way around, and it's amazing. It's a little bit different because there's a special step you have to take so that they don't like twist back and forth. And I'm just looking to see if I have a bracelet close by. No, that had it. I should have thought that through. So pick up 3 of your 11 O's. Ta-da! And pick up your 15 O. Bring it down like that. And go back through your seed bead, your third 11 O. And what that does is it puts it on top of the bead. That's so small. And then just take your nail and drag it like that. Just like that. Okay, so we'll add 3 more 11 O's and 1 15 O. Bring that down. Bring everything down like that. And then go through the third 11 O that you added, and just the 11 O like that. And at this point you can hold it down with your nail so that it doesn't move up, and then you have to, I mean, it's no big deal, you can just move it, and then I just kind of position it and bring it tight, so like that. So let's see if I can remember how to do the, I do so many designs that I forget. Actually, that's well, we'll do one more time of the thirds, and then I'll try and add. So we're doing 3 11 O's, 1 15, bring it all the way down, and then go through the third, bring it down, and pull it through. I'm just going to hang on to it to get it down there, like that, like so. And that's it for that one. So let's see if we can get the picot happening here. So we're going to add another 11 O and another 15 O. Then go through that 11 O. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Like, I remember one of the other beaters on the channel on YouTube had sent me a message explaining how to do it. I don't think it was, like, it's not complicated, it's just I didn't know how to do it. I'm going to try it this way. So you go through the 2 15 O's, add your I'm not sure. Maybe we'll go through both. I think. Yeah, I better look it up. I probably shouldn't have told you. Like, you guys would be like, show us how to do that, Emma. There's the, yeah, I don't think this is it, because the picots, like, this looks more like a triangle than a picot, but so I'm just going to go back down through the final 2 11 O's. Let me flip it here. There. That. See what that gives us. There's tons of videos out there. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys that. So there, that's not too bad. I think what it was with this picot design is, and what I was told is, you always have to have an extra bead. So you would put 2 beads on the next time. You get 2 here. So you put 2, then you would start on this one. Let's get our first 15-0. Let's move these down. So there's our first 15-0 of our next set. And the reason you need this space here is because if you put them side by side, they won't have enough room, so they will flip side to side like that. So there we go. There's the lovely bracelets. Let's put these guys aside. My quick, somewhat tutorial. What? So let's bring this out so you can see. So get ready. Oh, I didn't show you the other bracelet. These guys. So that's those guys. Let's move these aside. Oh, I almost don't want to show you. I want it to be a surprise. I guess this is a surprise. This is the next one we're gonna make. What? Isn't that amazing? So, as you can see, let me enlarge this. You have the same idea where you have the 8-0, your 3 11-0s, your 8-0, 3 11-0s, 8-0, and around. And then we add them together. And you would think maybe you would, do a strand like that and then add them. No, we add them all together so you start at one end and you go all the way through, and this is what it looks like. So there's this one that I did all in silver. And the funny part about this too is these silver 11-0s and the 8-0s were different colors, and you could really see it in the container. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't have it next to me. And I thought, oh, it's not going to look good. It's not the right color. But once you put it together, it looks amazing. It just kind of, these ones seem like they match the Iris Duo, the 8-0s. So it gives it a little bit of texture with the different colors. And then I made this one. What? So stay tuned for this guy. I'm going to show you how to make. So I think the next one we'll do is we'll create one like this. You know what? I was going to do just this straight up bracelet because you know what? This is actually different than this. And it's just about where you put your beads, because if you think when we did our sets, this is what we're looking at. So of course you got to remember that your different color is going to be in this section and that section on this middle bead. But on the next ones, it's on one end of a bead. So it's a little more confusing. So I may end up doing this one and then just doing a quick tutorial on how to alternate your colors. Because you can also take this color and add it to all your 8-0 seed beads. So there's lots of options that you can do. So there you go. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. I hope everybody's doing well. I have some really exciting video stuff that I want to talk to you guys about and potentially do some stuff, but I'll leave it and put it in one specific video for that. So stay tuned. Take care. Bye.